After watching that vice presidential debate last night, I was curious just how easy that CBP One app was to use. So I downloaded it. So once you create an account from the main page, you just have to choose if you're the smuggler or the smugglee.
Yes, please pay close attention to this video. If you watch the debate, something happened. They cut off JD Vance's mic after struggling to fact-check these people. This lady posted this. JD Vance just fact-checked CBS News fact-check on Kamala Harris app that allow illegals to enter this country. They got so annoyed that they cut off his mic. Everybody saw that. And, people always take it the way it is. Some will easily judge that, JD Vance struggled to lie. But it is true. According to this video, this guy made it clear so we understand exactly what is going on.
Margaret, but
thank you. Senator, we have so much to get to.
Margaret, I think it's important because...
We're going to turn now to the economy. Thank you.
Margaret, the rules were that you guys weren't going to fact check. And since you're fact checking me, I think it's important to say what's actually going on. So there's an application called the CBP One app, where you can go on as an illegal migrant, apply for asylum or apply for parole, and be granted legal status at the wave of a Kamala Harris open border wand. That is not a person coming in, applying for a green card and waiting for 10 years. That is the facilitation of illegal immigration, Margaret, by our own leadership.
Thank you, Senator, for describing the legal process. We have so much to get to, Senator.
This is true. According to this video from this guy, let me not talk much. Let's go straight into the clip.
After watching that vice presidential debate last night, I was curious just how easy that CBP One app was to use. So I downloaded it. So once you create an account from the main page, you just have to choose if you're the smuggler or the smugglee. Then you just got to fill in basic info, first name, last name, all the basics. I don't know my gender yet. I'm still figuring that out. Now it's time to take a selfie, and passport or any identification is also optional. Then it asks you which state you're headed to. I said I didn't know the address. I didn't know the city. I just chose California, and then I added the first zip code that Google gave me for California. And that's it. I'm good to go. It does let you choose between like 8 different bridges to meet under. I chose the Eagle Pass Bridge to meet under. I just have to wait until noon, so a couple more hours, to actually make my appointment. Now I know what you're saying. That's not you, that's Carlos Mencia. Correct. I was just trying to show you how easy it was to register. I'm just a white dude from Michigan. This took me 5 minutes. Someone who really wants to get into this country, get temporary asylum with open-ended expiration dates, they'll just use their own picture. I said I have no documentation, I have no ID, no passport, no license. There is no way to cross-check who I say I am with who I really am. All they go off of is the picture that you submit.
Yes, watching videos on social media, someone said, we don't have problems with migration. The problem is arising as a result of this. They don't check to know who is who. Allowing people from different directions without proper checking is a problem. Now look at what this man did here. It is alarming. He carried out this research to observe what is going on. The result is there. Just with any picture. There is no verification because these people don't have a passport where you need to do thorough checking. So you will understand exactly what is going on. At a certain point, when I look at all this, it is concerning. Now going into this video, MSNBC is struggling after the JD Vance Tim Walz.
And I actually think if you're a woman, that might be the worst moment JD Vance had, because he was going to mansplain right over that mute button. He was, and again, I don't pretend to know how everyone will react to this. I think that a lot of women in positions of authority that should command respect just by virtue of that dynamic will see themselves in some dude that disrespected them and talked over. I mean, there was a moment like that with then vice presidential in the Harris-Pence debate.
That one of these candidates is much slicker than the other, is a much more practiced kind of professional debate style speaker, and the other candidate won. There was one bad moment for Tim Walz in this debate where he got mixed up and embarrassed in answering a question about exactly what month he had been in China in relation to the Tiananmen Square protest.
It seems to me if the goal is to make Tim Walz your neighbor, your Midwest neighbor, a nice guy, actually, despite all the things we're saying this morning, it's mission accomplished. And Tim Walz got exactly what he needed out of this, and so did Kamala Harris.
We've talked about this a little bit when we were sitting over there waiting. I think Tim Walz is one of the best communicators out there in Democratic politics. And he propelled himself onto the ticket because he is such an effective, good communicator.
When I look at these people, they will never see forward. Look at Psaki opening her mouth to say, this guy is a good communicator. This is the only group I've seen that is not really criticizing this guy from the Democrat Party. We saw what he did. JD Vance, on the other hand, is class. A lot of people had different intentions, but looking at the debate, a lot has changed. When I look at Politico, JD Vance's beard shows aggressions. According to Politico, I don't think it is possible to hate the media more. These people are legit insane. Then I look at JD Vance's beard and saying all sorts of things because I've looked to criticize him after the debate. Even the Washington Post accepted that he won.
I think this was an overwhelmingly dominating performance by JD Vance. And of course, President Trump couldn't be more thrilled. JD Vance spoke directly to the American people. It was really his first opportunity to tell his personal story, which is an extraordinary one, an only in America achievement of the American dream. He also importantly spoke about the issues that matter to voters across this country, the inflation crisis, the border crisis, national security issues. So we believe this was an overwhelming win, and this is going to be momentum heading into the final weeks of this presidential campaign.
And so I think that the people who want the fist fight are the base of the Democratic Party. Democrats want to see someone get up there and give a knuckle sandwich to Donald Trump. That's what they want. But that is not.
This is another one. Look at what Trump is facing. Assas of them 2 times. Joy Rhee is sitting here and he's saying this. I really want to, in fact, I don't want to think. What do you think after watching this video? Look at this. On the other hand, you saw the video with ABC accepting that this was a knockout. There is nothing we can do about it. Even Kamala Harris at a certain point went further to post ridiculous videos that we have all seen how ridiculous this man can be.
Senator Langford did it. We could come together and solve this if we...
I think we shouldn't lose track, I think even in the civility of the fact that JD Vance came to this debate to land a bunch of punches, and he did. He landed a lot of punches in between all the niceties and all of that. And the thing that really stood out to me was that Tim Walz did not seem prepared for it.
I was struck by that as well. I think it was something that the team working with Donald Trump had hoped he had done during the presidential debate more than he did. JD Vance did it repeatedly tonight, saying, listen, she's had nearly 4 years to do that as vice president. Why hasn't she done it?
I feel like that was really effective. But I think overall tonight, if you're an undecided voter in America, I don't know that you come away with tonight with an additional clarity. It kind of reminded me of the June 27th debate when Kamala Harris that night said of Joe Biden, it was a slow start, but a strong finish. And that's how I felt that Tim Walz kind of did tonight. You know, to use Tim Walz's own words, I mean, a lot about this debate tonight was weird. There were uncomfortable, cringy moments. But overall, I think my takeaway was something that Reince Priebus said on the outset, which was that JD Vance needed to come away as that humble, likable guy from Hillbilly Elegy. It seemed like he did perhaps get some points in that area.
Are you f***ing kidding me right now? Are you f***ing kidding me right now? He is a truth teller.
Thank you guys for watching, and if you love what I'm doing here, please share the videos and subscribe if this is your first time coming, and check if your notification is on. I often get people, oh, please, I don't get your notifications. So please check.
A racist is problematic.
Or to you? Well, she comes out.
But I don't think most Americans would.
Trump.
I don't care if they write that. Spin room, just so you know, that has happened.
Kamala Harris has spoken recently and repeatedly with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
You really want Trump to lose this election, right? No, you don't.
Vote for something else that's very important.
People very divided. You know, I've seen it for years. There's always been like a division between the Republicans and Democrats in this country, but not like this. Not like this, where the guy almost gets twice and they don't even talk about it.